And they're off. Social Whirl and Golden Can very fast to the gate. Outside here is Wonder Girl right up close too as they head on for the far turn run. Down inside is Quick Power Nap. Who's next? Social Whirl has dropped back a little bit after showing early speed. Lady Charlotte underway on the outside. Lady Charlotte now into third. Insta Party is 5.5 from the speed. Quick Power Nap second last on the inside. And Effendi is trailing the field. So they're coming toward the top of the stretch for the long run home. There's about 3/8 of a mile left to go, and it is a Golden Can, a narrow lead from the favored Wonder Girl there on the outside in second, and Social Whirl battles on the inside third and still willing with about a furlong and a half left to run, and Wonder Girl outside takes the lead from Golden Can. Who's next? Splitting horses late. Quick Power Nap on for a bit of a share. Quick Power Nap getting into gear. Here comes Quick Power Nap. Quick Power Nap closing quickly on Wonder Girl. Wonder Girl holding. Wonder Girl, Quick Power Nap, and then Social Whirl. Bred in Kentucky by Frankfurt Park Farm and Lady Bloodstock. Second race, no changes. 23 minutes to race two. Exacta, trifecta, superfecta, double, pick three, pick four. Nighttime Nap. And they're off. Not My First Rodeo, Nighttime Nap flashing out for early foot two, and Deadpan with caught wide. Tough Luck and Wonder Water next. Formula Fair on the inside, only 4.5 from the front, and Key Stat is in the back. Key Stat last and some 8 off the leader. Nighttime Nap up front with 7/8 of a mile left to go. Leads at a control length from Deadpan in second, and Not My First Rodeo third. Another two, Tough Luck in striking range out of the clear. Then Formula Fair is on the inside as they move down the back stretch now. Back to Key Stat and Wonder Waters tailed off to last position. Easy, comfortable pace out there for Nighttime Nap. Nighttime Nap, 3 parts of a length from Deadpan in second. Tough Luck has moved on the outside to third position as they head on for the far turn run. Key Stat is in between horses. Not My First Rodeo near the inside of the green cabinet. Group 2. They're followed by Formula Fair and Wonder Water. Into the turn they roll. Nighttime Nap still going strong from Deadpan in second. Tough Luck tries to advance right now. Here comes Tough Luck with a bid. Tough Luck moves second with 3 furlongs left to go. Got to get to Nighttime Nap, who's been in control from the start. 3/4 of a length lead. Tough Luck ridden along from second, but Nighttime Nap has more. Slowed it down, opens up by 3 at the top of the stretch from Tough Luck in second and Formula Fair third as they turn for home. It is Nighttime Nap the leader, but on the inside, Tough Luck is a tough customer, continues to battle and willing to try to close the gap again on the inside. But Nighttime Nap and Jevion Toledo control all the way with a 16th to go. They snooze, they lose. Nighttime Nap. Nighttime Nap wins. From Tough Luck second. Then Formula Fair. And Not My First Rodeo. Brittany Russell trainer. 4-year-old Duck Bear Brown gelding by Vigilance out of Ken Dunworth, John Murphy. In a minute 46.27. Third race, scratch 1A, Motown Honey. Scratch the 4, Impetus Echo. 23 to race 3. Bull Game Turf Rail, 17 feet. they're off. Gems Paper Moon gets the first call. Mischievous Trick from the far outside, and Endless Vow down to the inside. Also Feather Wish chiming in with some early foot. First four sorting out to that turn run. A gap of 3 or 4 lengths back. Salvagia is next. Then Call Me Babe racing to the back of the pack. Nobody's Girl back there too. And last is Queen Khaleesi on the inside. Round that turn, Endless Vow. 3 parts of a length in front from Feather Wish in second. Gems Paper Moon. Rating kindly third position right off with speed. Mischievous Trick is 2 lengths off that one. And it's another 3 or 4 back. And Salvagia is followed by Call Me Babe. After Call Me Babe is Queen Khaleesi. And Nobody's Girl last has about 13 lengths to make up at this point. Heading off with the far turn past that half. And it is Endless Vow up front. From Feather Wish, 3 parts of a length. Gems Paper Moon every chance to sneak through inside third. Then Mischievous Trick is racing in fourth. Then it's about 3 more lengths back, and Queen Khaleesi is racing on the inside of Call Me Babe as around the far turn. Endless Vow. Endless Vow from Feather Wish. Endless Vow, Feather Wish. Mischievous Trick third. Gems Paper Moon. Queen Khaleesi down to the inside. Going to tip off the inside and come out 3 or 4 wide at the top of the stretch at the 3/16. Endless Vow holding. Endless Vow up front from Feather Wish, charging on the outside. Gems Paper Moon. Mischievous Trick nose and nose for third. Then it's Call Me Babe picking up a minor share. 16th left. Endless Vow. Endless Vow staying on to win by a couple of lengths. Endless Vow. Mischievous Trick. Then it's close. Queen Khaleesi was there with Feather Wish and Call Me Babe at the inside. Board for the victory, owned by Barry Schwartz, trained by Horacio De Paz, bred in New York, Ways by Broken Vow. $2 double. Here's a $2 exacta, $2.9, $73.60. Trifecta, $221.40. Superfecta, $817.30, $29.65. $2 double 4 and 2, $58.20. Pick 3, $19.90. Fourth race, exacta, trifecta, superfecta, double pick 3, pick 4. Scratch 4, Dadio. 6, Call Me a Cab, owned by SAB Stables Incorporated. And they're off. Dave the Great, as usual, with good early speed out first. Thomas on the chase from second. Then it's Cahuta and Italiano Kid on the outside. War Thunder just moved past Divine Future. Here's Call Me a Cab, 8 lengths from the speed. Band Tours in between runners. Fiery debuts at the rail in the back of the pack when Maximus Thunder trailing about 14 from the front. Dave the Great bearing off the inside. Thomas has plenty of room. Invited right on through. And right there too is Italiano Kid. As 3 across the track make it 4 as War Thunder tries to join on the extreme outside, followed by Cahutek. Call Me a Cab tries to rally but floated out and drifted out about 10, 11, 12 wide, and they're down to the final furlong. Italiano Kid working on the narrow lead. Cahutek willing on the inside. Call Me a Cab toward the center of the track, rallies on, though still wide. Call Me a Cab closing on the far outside. In the meantime, Cahutek has an inside run, and here is Cahutek slipping through down to the inside. Cahutek in front. Cahutek, length and a half winner from Call Me a Cab, and Italiano Kid was third. Breton C. Jones. Time is a minute 3.63 on the Exceller Turf Course with a rail at 70 feet. Cahutek. Fifth race of the mile, second wire finish. No changes, exacta, trifecta, superfecta, double, pick 3. The Laurel Angels. And Blue Marble. And they're off. Mr. Mendelslew annihilate him. Blue Marble on the outside in the bid for the early lead. Also there in between horses is a Fableman, who's not far from the front, but will settle now. Here's Mr. Mendelslew on to the lead. Lightning Boss moving up on the inside, and Speedy Alex, 3 across the track at a good pace. It's another 4 back. Annihilate him. Birovino Boulevard saving that ground, sent through on the inside to keep close is Birovino Boulevard, just 4.5 off that lead. Then to the back of the pack, Speedy Alex and Fableman settles to the rear with Blue Marble is last of them all heading into the far turn. Lightning Boss sent along at a good clip with 4.5 furlongs to go. Second wire finish. Leads it about a half length from Mr. Mendelslew in the second spot. Speedy Alex with an inside run, and the outside is Villa Luz. Villa Luz firing up early. Now here comes Villa Luz with a 3 wide bid toward the lead. Next is Annihilate him, Birovino Boulevard. Fableman trying to get motivated out 4 wide on the track with 3 furlongs left to go. No run yet from Blue Marble. They turn for home, and it's Villaluz opening up on Lightning Boss in second, and then in between horses Speedy Alex shifting in just a tad, but coming with a willing run as well. The others have plenty to do, including Fableman. There's 3/16 of a mile left to go. Speedy Alex slipping through now between Speedy Alex and a fight with Lightning Boss on the inside, who's resilient. Lightning Boss is coming back for more. Speedy Alex, Lightning Boss, Speedy Alex, Lightning Boss, Villa Luz, Fableman on the far outside just for a share. Birovino Boulevard, Speedy Alex just prevailing to the second line. Photo finish. Speedy Alex and Lightning Boss. Clubhouse ride out of Argue My Case by Closing Argument. In a minute 44.18. In a minute 44.18. 10-2 double, 345.80. $2 exacta, 195.40. Dollar trifecta, $5. $2 exacta, 195.40. Dollar trifecta, 534.30. Dollar superfecta, 1,615.30. Pick $373.05. Pick 4, $1,819.70. Pick 5, $2,772.10. The 6th race, scratch for Lost River. Second wire finish. And they're off. She's No Uncle springs away and opens up a quick 2.5 lengths on Vicious Gossip and Air One away running in third position. TC Nay is next in fourth. I Think I Love You fifth, about 6 or 7 lengths off the speed. Monster Summers followed by You Make Me Charlie. Police Woman Diane Lee racing to the back of the pack with Wise and Elegant last of them all into the far turn run. 16 lengths will cover them. She's No Uncle at a quick pace. Vicious Gossip quick on the outside to second. Then it's Air One in third. I Think I Love You poised for a run from fourth, and TC Nay down to the inside fifth. Then it's You Make Me Charlie, 6 and out wide. They're at the top of the stretch with a 1/4 mile left to go. And it is She's No Uncle holding on to a narrow lead from Vicious Gossip. Air One up the inside. I Think I Love You toward the center of the course. She's No Uncle trying to stay on for one more furlong. I Think I Love You is charging hard. Late run to the far outside from Wise and Elegant. Also Diane Lee is moving forward. I Think I Love You just in front. She's No Uncle tried hard the whole way, is fighting back. Photo at the second line. I Think I Love You. $13, $1, $9, $11, and $2. Toledo, 2 wins on the program. Running time, minute 3.83 seconds, 5.5 furlongs, with the rail is 17 feet. On quality by Quality Road. I Think I Love You in the 6th. Double $139.40, pick 3, $221.90. $2 exacta, $23.20, trifecta, $32.70, $1 superfecta, $114.80, $13.19, and 11. Zebra High Five, 80.90. And they're off. Sally's Gold and Prepare for Takeoff firing out along with Central Casting. So Central Casting and Sally's Gold head-to-head for the lead. Prepare for Takeoff right there to mix it up too. Sugar Bee is fourth on the inside draw. Mischief Maxi is back in fifth. Mystic Seaport racing 6, 3 or 4 deep as they enter the far turn run. Simply Stated has been taken over to save ground from the far outside draw. Good move by Axel Concepcion. Just 7 lengths from the front. Another 2 back. And it's back to True Spun, who's next as they round the turn toward the top of the lane. Back to Bay Street on the far outside, and I'm a Cutie Pie is trailing the field. They turn in. Central Casting's been going a quick pace to prepare for takeoff there on the outside. Sally's Gold on the chase from third position. Then Simply Stated is next, and Sugar Bee final furlong. Prepare for Takeoff. Prepare for Takeoff. Prepare for Takeoff is 45 to 1. Prepare for Takeoff is 16 to go. Long shot just in front, and also Simply Stated closing the gap late. Prepare for takeoff. Double 270.40, pick 3, 1,209.95, pick 4, 9,000. Exacta 450, $20, trifecta 1,200, 450, superfecta 12,277.60. Eighth race, no changes. Rachel's Derby race, 8th race. Exacta, trifecta, superfecta, double, pick 3, pick 4. Good Man Dan is 2 to 1. And they're off. Mr. Roscoe, Vita sent along for early speed and gives it on the inside. Go Lang is there and Counting My Blessing at the early Zipsu. 4 of them sorting out as they move down the backstretch to the opening furlong. Past the 5 Ace Prince of Darkness has moved up near the inside. Then it's back to on the outside. Good Man Dan, Randy Said So, and Mark of Greatness is the trailer. Vita past the half-mile pole, narrow lead from Go Lang. Counting My Blessing right there. Mr. Roscoe, 4 deep in the track. Still those 4 going a good pace. Prince of Darkness trying to pounce on them from 5th, well ridden along in 3/8 of a mile out. Having to pick it up, a Good Man Dan and Randy Said So. Vita narrow lead from Mr. Roscoe toward the quarter pole. Counting My Blessing still there to make 3 across the track. Prince of Darkness on the outside, and they make the turn for home. Mr. Roscoe, Vita working on the inside, driven. Another 2 back. Counting My Blessing is next, and Prince of Darkness lingering on the outside. 1 furlong left, and Mr. Roscoe's in front. Mr. Roscoe from Vita. Then it's Prince of Darkness just 3rd. Late run far outside. Good Man Dan, but only in a mild clip. And here's Mr. Roscoe. Mr. Roscoe, clear cut by a half dozen. Good Man Dan and Prince of Darkness Vita. Official. Facta pays 176.60, 7853. Charlemagne. Exacta trifecta superfecta double in pick 3. Streaming in the 10 kids Charlemagne. Exacta trifecta superfecta double in pick 3. They're off here, the Laurel Futurity. Blue Suede Hooves going to fire out first. Proton got away well, too. And Majestic Blue on the inside, up third with early speed. And just tugging along into the second spot. Proton going to be in no hurry. Raiding along right off that leader. Blue Suede Hooves to the first turn run. Jutland also under a hold. They're racing along about 3.5 from the early pace. Sunrise moves over to the 2-path around the turn. And Blue 42 is next. They are followed by Parks racing third last position. Green Light Day. And SS Quality at the tail of the field. 15 or 16 lengths will cover them in the opening quarter. 24 3/5 of a second for Blue Suede Hooves and Victor Carrasco. They lead the way from Majestic Blue by about a length. Length and a half more. Jutland well settled for the backstretch journey, and it is Proton outside in the clear racing in fourth. Then 2 more lengths to Sunrise and Parks alongside of that. Blue 42 in Green Light Day, and it's well back to SS Quality. The half in 49 3/5 of a second. So Blue Suede Hooves up front, heading into the far turn, 3.5 out from the line. Majestic Blue second. Jutland poised to pounce on them from third. Same two for Proton. Proton now on the move. Proton moving up well, 3 wide around the far turn with 3 ace to go. Then Parks of the far outside there, 3 wide, and Sunrises in between horses. They race to the top of the stretch, and they make the turn for home. Just holding is Blue Suede Hooves. Outside, Proton is set down. Proton continues to march forward. Jutland gets the rail run. Jutland moves second on the inside, but Proton got the jump. Proton from Jutland, a furlong left to go. Late run Parks outside for a share too. Here's Proton. Proton and Jorge Ruiz in the Laurel Futurity. They'll bound away to win by a length and change. From Jutland second, Parks was third, and Majestic Blue fourth. Two-year-old Big Gelding by a Stern out of Charged by Elusive Quality, bred in Kentucky by Stone Farm. Over scratch the 6 Oscar's Encore, 10 My Lady J. Bellum, in the 11 Beach Ballad. 20 minutes to the Salima Stakes. Amberia, She's Country. They're off. Celebrity Warrior from the inside right to the lead. She's Country firing up with early foot as well. And Ultimate Love, and then his Lovely Gray inside to the turn run. Sweet Little Lila is already 7 lengths off the early speed. In the back we have Autonomous between horses, and Bivria is racing on the outside, second last position, and Spitfire on the inside is in the back. About 9 or 10 lengths will cover them. Celebrity Warrior sets that tempo opening quarter in 24 1/5 of a second. Celebrity Warrior calling shots up front. Leads She's Country a little more than a length. Lovely Gray tucked in on the inside in third. Ultimate Love is fourth and only 3 lengths off of speed. A Spitfire with an advance on the inside of Sweet Little Lila. Autonome has to pick it up from the back, and Amberia on the outside is only 8 lengths from that lead. Celebrity Warrior, who clicked off a half in 49 and 3/5 of a second. Celebrity Warrior looking to take them all the way. She's Country's been close second. On the inside, Lovely Gray is third as they round the far turn. Ultimate Love's asked the question. Here's Ultimate Love now taking aim from third position into the far turn run. Then it's Sweet Little Lila Spitfire on the inside. Amberia ridden along. And last is Autonome, top of the stretch. Celebrity Warrior trying to stay on. She's Country bids up second under a drive. Ultimate Love at the center of the track tries to quicken as well. Here comes Ultimate Love with that final furlong kick. Ultimate Love at Celebrity Warrior. Ultimate Love, Celebrity Warrior 1-2. And Sweet Little Lila moving along into third. Sweet Little Lila is third now, but Ultimate Love, a convincing winner in the Silly Mistakes, and will flash away. She's still perfect. Ultimate Love from second. Celebrity Warrior, then Sweet Little Lila, and She's Country. Ultimate Love, owned by Live Oak Plantation, bred in Florida by Live Oak Stud, trained by Michael Trombetta. Mistakes. The tally, Ultimate Love, in 1:43.58 seconds. In the 11th race, scratch 2 Tom's Gold. Carlos Lopez on number 3, Downtown Man, 3 over. 5, World on Fire, 1 over. 22 minutes to race 11, Exacta, Trifecta, and Superfecta. Following the 11th race, races 12 through 15. In line. And they're off. And the far outside, Northern Cardinal going to fire out first. World on Fire, early speed, and Furious George's sent up for pace as well. Railroad in right there too, trying to chime in with early lick. Then Artist Mark in fifth in between horses. Edelweiss to the far outside, now passed by That's My Pharaohs near the inside. Another 5 or 6 back to Jose Can't Say and Downtown Man trailing. Heading into the turn, Furious George in charge. Furious George getting pressure though from World on Fire. And moving up 3 wide on the track, here comes Northern Cardinal still there, and also Artist Mark is on the move. Artist Mark moving up outside of the trio as they reach the top of the stretch. Like 4 across the track. Railroad in is a 5th and only 2 from the front, and they turn for home. A 1/4 mile left to go. Artist Mark tries to charge up on the far outside and sustain that momentum. Furious George on the inside is digging down too. At the inside is Railroad in trying to pick up a share. World on Fire tired after the chase. Furlong left to run. And the outside is Artist Mark, who's grabbing the lead now from Furious George and will win. Artist Mark and Jorge Hernandez. Furious George, then Railroad in, Northern Cardinal. Eight 1 4 10 5. 6 carryover will be $4,627.05. $2 exacta $35.80. $1 trifecta $85.80. Superfecta $386.90. 8 1 4 10. Pick 6 5 of 6 $15.28. 5 of 6. Carryover $4,627 and a nickel.